Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night, race all of these broken dreams in flight. And we'll fly, oh, we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly. Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories. Lost in time, racing all these broken dreams tonight. And we'll fly.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Scumby, and you're watching the stream that plays games and eats brains. The dates today, wow, what a weird and twisted introduction. But the game that we're playing today is Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. Uh, it's a good game. It's visual novel type game with, and there's like some trials and stuff. We're up to the second trial. Shit's about to go down. Let's get into it. Oh, let's get. Oops, wrong command. There we go. Let's get into it. Here we go. Maybe. There we go. We're up. We're here. Hey, Jeebus, welcome back. Geebus. I think it was Geebus. Oh, wow. Alright. So, actually, before we get into this... No, I don't. I don't have any food porn, I'm sorry. I will in about 2 hours' time. Wait, 3 hours' time once I'm done. Then I'll have some really nice food, hopefully. But, what I want to talk about before we actually get into this is I've done some thinking over the weekend. And I think I've come up with the perfect solution for this, because... Alright, but there's a few pieces missing here and there. So my guess, my hunch on what's going to happen in this is I think Sakura is going to be the killer. But, and here's the tricky bit, I think that Tagami, Byakuya, is the accomplice. And how I got to this is the killer needed a lot of strength, which probably only Sakura has, if we're honest. But she doesn't have the smarts. And the only person that really knows that Toko is Genocide Jack is Tagami. And I think Tagami's at the point where he's like, this is a game, I need to win this. How do I win this? I get other people to commit murders, and then that all folds out. So, with that in mind, we're gonna fail this trial straight up. Share my time. Yeah, there we go. So, is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yo. Yeah, Toko's not here.
Huh?
We'll see. We'll see. I put in a lot of effort into thinking about that one. It makes sense on the surface, but we'll see. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe he would drag a girl around. Oh my goodness, so angry. Terrible. You are terrible. So now that everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle down the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Man, alright. That's it. You've convinced me, Jeebus. Or Geebus. God damn it. Is it Geebus or Jeebus? I need to write that down. Otherwise I'll be saying it wrong all the time. But I'm gonna see if I can get a Monokuma plush toy. Because that'd be amazing. And you've just convinced me to do it. That's a good idea. I'm so easily convinced. To be fair, I was like on the edge, and now I'm just like, yeah, Monokuma's pretty cool. Let's do it. All right. Some maybe made the choice to kill a girl like that. Alright. I really hope more evidence is given to me throughout this trial, otherwise I am screwed. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. It was you!
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous... Jeebus. Jeebus? Was that the later one? It's like, I don't remember what I say, I just put it out there, and then, like, you guys sort it all out. Oh my. Alright, she seems pretty, stoic. I guess there wasn't much help at all on this one. Jeez, she's never much help at all.
Shall we go?
G. No, that's G. It's bad because the G can sound like a J sometimes. Alright, it's Geebus. Geebus. Alright, hold on. I'll write that down. Damn it. How do you pronounce that? I mean, write that as pronunciation. I write down G-double-E, but that's G. Not G. I need G-I. There you go. Even that's Geebus. And G. Shall we begin? Alright, yeah, we shall. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Oh man. I'm pretty excited, A, to see how the trial plays out, and if I was correct, and 2, there's like a little dark part of me that wants to see what the murder's gonna be like. We'll see. The steel box sank with a heavy clunking sounds. Jesus. It's Monday and already slipping the tongue. With heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated it. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with these stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. It's happening. Yeah, I do. Alright. Let's open up the... Let's have a look at our truth bullets. What do we got? Oh. That's the wrong button. Alright, victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death, night. Girls' locker room. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Okay. Chihiro wanted to get stronger. She declined several invitations from Sakura. So she kind of wanted to do it alone to avoid them. Despite this, Chihiro had stated that she desired help with her efforts. She may have been meeting someone in the locker room the night she was murdered. Interesting. Dumbbell. Murder weapon. Mondo's account. Chihiro had told anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. Some assume that due to her inferiority complex about being weak, she admired strength more than anything else. Huh. Huh. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Man, this is... my brain's just going a million miles an hour at the moment. So, hopefully I can get it. Hopefully I don't look like a fool. Let's see. To unlock the locker... Did you get this on your first try? Gibbous. You need male students. Additionally, letting someone. Yep. Yeah, we know that the broken e-handbook is an interesting one. The two things I'm not sure about, which hopefully get cleared up, is the carpet and the posters, and also the broken e-handbook. Those two things I'm not sure about. Alright. I just want to check this one and then we'll get into it. Ah, I see. Wait, have you seen the anime then? Where does your love of this game stem from? Outside those Let's Plays, I guess. It seems she was stuck in some blue exercise clothes. Alright. Alright. I think we're good there. I have a couple of skills. Oops. They don't really help me. Let's do it.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Yeah.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
I feel like I need to watch the anime version just to see how bad it is. Like, you guys have talked it up to be like something, a train wreck. So, I'm kind of interested in that respect.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Alright. That's all I got. Locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Wait.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Shit.
Interesting.
Oh, no, that's the one
That
I should
certainly
have.
would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Okay. I got my buttons mixed up. It's been a while.
Chihiro's, it appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument could it have...
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Oh, what? I missed it.
That certainly would...
Poor Chihiro.
Chihiro's...
It's a shame you
it
can't
appears it was
put
a
in
head wound.
According to
insults.
the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt...
I bet
Alright,
it was
here
an
we go.
iron pipe.
Oh, just got it.
No, that's wrong.
And that one's pretty rough to hit. That one.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Man, Kiku's so smart.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Yeah.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
Oh man. These guys need to get their act together. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I was in this situation, I would certainly check the head wound.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Like, I'd be doing everything to try and figure out who it was. I totally forgot about Focus. Thanks. Thanks, Giebus. He's doing it right. He's doing it right.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Damn it, Tagami.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Interesting. Wait, did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, I would. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer. This is so weird. Which will let you shoot down the white noise. Okay, however, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of white noise, the time limit will decrease. Okay. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Okay. Good luck and have fun. Let's do it. Let's do it! Alright, where we go? Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean...
I think I just missed that one before.
There's just no proof for it.
Do it, do it! Yeah!
No, that's wrong! I might know one reason he could be involved.
Although that's kind of wrong, because
What?
it wasn't Genocide Jack.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Interesting, Tagami. Very interesting. He was on the defensive about that.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Oh man. Good day, cool JG. What would be really great is like if after you finish it, you could come back and play through as like another character, and then you play as Mondo, and every time it's like instead of no that's wrong, he's like that's fucked, or like that's bullshit. Given his propensity to swear, that'd be pretty good. I would play through again if I could play as Mondo.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, is, if I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with the positioning of the body.
I got it!
Must be that one.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Oh, no way! Cool JG. No. Celeste is cool. She's just a fun-loving gambler who is devoid of any emotion. So she may be a sociopath, but she's pretty cool. She's got to be in my top 4 students of all time.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
He's definitely pinning it on someone.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
See, he's pushing this Genocide Jack angle too hard. I think he's involved somehow. He's gotta be. Ah. Just ignore that. Wait, end that.
No fucking way!
There it is. The Monday swearing.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
I think you got a point there, Coolio. Can I just say Coolio? I think I will just say Coolio. I don't mean any offense by it. It just rolls off the tongue easier. But yeah, then why didn't you think the same about Taka? Because Taka has red eyes as well. But I guess the gambling for the soul thing. Yeah, makes sense. I'll give it to you.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
That was like the lamest accusation of all time.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
See, that's the kind of emotion I expected when someone's going to accuse someone of that.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Poor old hero having to think, using that brain of his. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. Ah, okay. So how's life going, Julian? How's life treating you? It's a beautiful Monday morning, Monday evening here. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. I also agree with that, Giebus. Yeah, she does look like she comes from a rich family, or maybe just the gambling's paid off for her. Witchcraft? Could go either way on that one. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit. Oh god. Oh, 5 words. What? I'm gonna go S. C. No, not C. Not T. Oh god. L? No. What could it be? Fuck. I was going for schizo. Did we try C? Yeah. There you go. Oh, it must be schizo. Schizo? Oh, there it is. What? Shit. Wait, what? T? What? What do you got for us? So I want to say, it's not R. It's not. I need to stop pushing R. Need to stop giving me O's. 9. So we tried S, A, R, B. It can't be B. We tried S? What I. Frig, man. Can't be R. Can't be. I really want to push O right now, but I pushed it like 4 times. I know it's not O. Fridge, dude. Is it I? No, it's not I. It's not O, stop pushing O. N, P. It's failed, this one is. T. Did I do T? No one believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Oh goodness. Shizzle. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Well done, class trial is officially adjourned. Oh man. It's time to reveal. Oh wait, are they gonna reveal it? I don't want to know. Oh cool. However, it's not Makoto, too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must meow be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Yeah, of course.
I refuse to give up yet.
Ah. On the same time, I kind of want to see what happens to them all. Like how they all die. Alright. Alright, we have one letter. Couldn't do it, couldn't pull it together. Let's see. What? Wait, what? It was C, right? Oh, shit. 1 second. Oh, wait.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Hold on. Jesus. I pushed it 4 times, but... Okay, so it only activates... You know how it was changing color? it's only when you click on the red one is it's the final one, and after you click on the red version of the letter, it then sends it down into the word. So even though I clicked over 4 times, they were all on like orange or yellow or something, and it didn't actually activate. Fudge. Fudge. That's all I have to say to that. Alright. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh? I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Yeah, it's... A lot of the mini games are kind of just weird. But then, like, how else would you do it? How else would you gamify this, I guess? Is like the other question. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed?
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
He is pressing me, Genocide Jack. Way too much here. I'm fine, I'm fine. Whoa, is that dead body? Hey, you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. Thanks for that, hero. You're a beacon of insight for the rest of us. The world has a front and back, a top, ending, and a bottom. A sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
That's pretty funny.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
This is gonna be tough to figure out the truth. Without some extra help.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
Oh, here we go. Some accusations at Tagami. I want to see where this goes.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
What?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
That's a little bit too convenient for me, I think. That Tagami gets told that. Actually, no, that's probably exactly the right amount of convenience. But I still think that he's the one.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko? You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Is she gonna snap?
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Man, alright, I really have no idea who's done the dirty here. I'm very confused. I'm lost and confused.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first.
Oh.
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Damn, Tagami! You played her.
That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Ooh. Oh, man. That's smart. That is rough. Like, right in the cojones.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
Uh-oh.
You don't mean...
Oh, they're gonna bring out Jack. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Jesus, dude, what the hell?
Yes! What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
I don't even know how to react right now. This is like... Whoa! Genocide Jill, nice one.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Oh, and here I was giving you credit for that one, Geebus. But alas, you already knew it.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, did you? Did you come up with that and then... Be honest now.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
I'm loving all these fresh new sprites though.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
Man, she could clean out her ear with her tongue. Do you see that? That's kind of gross.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Julian. She's definitely more energetic and perhaps even likable. The introverted Toko, not so much.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
Don't do it, Hifumi.
What's up?
That was cool, the what's up. It's just like, it's so nonchalant.
Some
some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh god.
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
She's reminding me very much of like a Harley Quinn figure.
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Alright, yep. Yeah, her laugh is pretty rough on the earballs, eardrums.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Man, I hope we get to hear all the potential secrets and/or memories. That'd be cool.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with as well. That Yakuya / Tagami is going to be point and center in a moment.
Huh? But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Make your argument. Here we go. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Alright. It may be Mondo as well. Okay. I have to just focus on remembering the body. That must have the answer. That should prove what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we
missed
need?
it.
Give it up. You killed her.
Yeah, the modus operandi is method of killings, essentially. So...
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but
perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi!
When you compare your...
The modus operandi matches...
Bam.
No, that's wrong.
Are
the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Wait, actually, there's an achievement if you can get through a class trial without using focus. Look, don't ask me why I was looking that up, but maybe now's the time.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Oh god, she's so creepy.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Man, even if we get the killer and then it turns out it's not Genocide Jack and we live, and how is anyone gonna trust Toko? That's gonna be crazy.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
I don't think we'll be achievement hunter status, but it's more me just forgetting about focus every time and then just gunning it and being like, oh yeah, that's alright.
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. He just said that there was two clear differences. God damn it. Make up your mind, Makoto. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear sign of difference. Fatal injury.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Actually pretty gruesome.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Uh-oh.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the blue message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
What the hell is she talking about?
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how the body was suspended. In the photos of the Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference.
I got it!
Bam, got it.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Oh, Celeste. You're so pretty.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Jeez. She certainly is. I was gonna say, how many scissors does this chick have? And of the same type of scissors. I mean, I think it would be pretty easy to track down who the hell's selling all these scissors and then be like, gotcha. I'm no detective, but that's the first thing I think of.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement!
Is that plausible?
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
Oh, that tongue's creepy.
And you know what else?
said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Oh, that's us. We're Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They were all male. Alright, wait. I'm gonna check. Where's the Genocide Jack case file? Wait. I don't think we can look at the pictures.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let me see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims that Chihiro didn't fit. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. Why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
I got it!
Bam!
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Man, so far so good, but we haven't really come to the crux. Yeah, I think I remember that, like, when we first saw him, we read out the paragraphs, I think. Brain no good. Me no brain good. There we go. As with the other cases, at the scene, the crime, the word bloodlust was written in the victims. The scissors used to murder were apparently custom made with every pair. Yeah. So they are the same paragraphs. Hold on. Just a bunch of Japanese names, which I refuse to read out because I'll just butcher them horribly.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
That was really cool, the inflection on embarrassed there.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
I think you're on the right track there, Julian.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
Oh my, lashing out at Tagami, that's not cool.
Lowly, cur.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
She's got a point. You're the one to talk, Givas. You're the one that said that Chihiro was a boy on Thursday/Friday.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Yep.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Alright, you're alright for now, Julian. You haven't revealed anything that we haven't thought of so far, I don't think.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Da 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 da!
Oh, Jesus. That's not good.
She's fully equipped!
How?
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
Oh, goodness.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Could she?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on, there is one person. Here we go. It's Tagami. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases.
Here's my answer. Byakuya,
We got
it's
him.
possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
We got him. We got him. On luck.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was...
Here it comes.
Because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Oh, that's right, Celeste.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it! The adorable glasses man was behind it all?
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
What's your response? Here
I
we
see.
go.
So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Was it? And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Alright, I'm getting confused right now.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
Oh god, Makoto, you're on your own with this one.
Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. Oh goodness. Alright, absolutely. Nice one, Julian. Poor old Chiaka. Next we're gonna add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at the weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or advised to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to use flashbacks? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well done, good luck, and as always, have fun.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Wait, hold on, how do we use the fast forward weak spots? How do we use the flashback? When you target a weak spot and then hold down the white button. Oh, okay.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Damn it, Hifumi, there's no time for laughter. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized that there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense how he could know before we even found him. What makes me that contradiction clear? Okay, hold up. Let's check out what the Monokuma file says. Was discovered in the girls' locker room at night, second floor of school. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
Got it.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
That's a natural reaction for...
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong!
Because he didn't, at that point he didn't know who the victim was.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Nice.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yeah.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
It in fact incriminates him further.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that.
What's up with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
Don't give up now, Makoto. Finish him!
There is more to it. Think about it.
Yeah, Kyoko.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Library desk lamp.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Please
when I
explain
want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the bodies.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy
Here we
indeed
go.
about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh, blocked!
Obviously, somebody
Blocked!
else
Cock
must have
blocked!
had it hidden away somewhere.
I don't know, I like to think I'm piecing it together, like, that 1 second before it gets unleashed to me, and it feels like I'm solving the murder. Alright. Now... Oh. Was it Bianca to use a very specific object?
What?
Okay.
The difference? You want me to explain when I want to kill, and I use those same... But, Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Got it! Yeah!
What's wrong?
That was pretty close as well. They've all been pretty close.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Jesus. If Chihiro has a daughter... I don't know, man. The feels would be rough.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
It would have to go missing before the murder, wouldn't it? If it was then used to hang her up. Unless she was killed, then left, got the extension cord, came back. Maybe. We don't have enough evidence. Give us another day to investigate.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Stop it, you guys. You're killing me here.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. I'm thinking I'll probably do, just to answer your question, Technicuddle, I'll probably be doing Final Fantasy X next, and then in the meantime, while I'm playing that, hopefully Steam sales come up. Then I'll be jumping on Danganronpa number 2. Alright. I can't believe it. I was talking to my brother, who's the one that recommended me this, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. And he's like, oh, where are you? I'm like, well, I'm on the 2nd class trial. And he's like, oh no, there's like 5 class trials. I'm like, holy shit. This is gonna take me an age. I was planning on like jumping onto my next game, and I was like, oh yeah, we're pretty much done in a week, let's go. But no. We got a lot more to go. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Oh, excuse me. No, actually, he's the accomplice.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Wait. Why is he turned on himself now?
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
disagree with disagreeing. Which would mean she agrees with agreeing? Maybe?
What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. What did he say? I'm gonna say the scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing.
Was I right?
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Oh man, he knows how to lay it on.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Huh. Okay.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
This has definitely piqued my interest as well.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence shows that the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker room. Alright, I think we'll start with the posters, because that's the most obvious, but also the carpets there as well. Oh. Present.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
God, he's getting angry now. I think we might be onto him.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
That's like the second or third time we've heard the word boobs tonight. I don't know, that's a funny word. Especially when it's in a game of such a serious nature.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
That's the spirit. Big boob supermodel.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yep.
Protein coffee?
Man, Afumi's mind is not in the right place right now.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. And we had the carpet to prove it. Damn it.
I got it!
Here we go.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
There it is.
Does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
But why?
But why would anyone do that?
That was my question, Celeste. You stole it.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
But does anyone know that Chihiro isn't female outside of us? Is the question.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Ah.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Me too, but go on, Hero.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Oh, here we go. Yeah, she really is. She's something else.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
I don't think I want that.
I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Huh. Okay. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was. In which case, can we really say that she used it?
Is it really possible?
I
Could
just fired
Chihiro
it
really
away.
have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah,
I've got
yeah.
it!
That's the
She
contradiction.
must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the
Because
ultimate
Leon's handbook
programmer,
was
after
broken.
all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think she used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook,
Oh
of
no,
course.
missed!
If she had
Damn it.
that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Ah. Again, it's all
Is
that,
it
all about
really
that
possible?
projectile motion.
Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked her. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't think she used the thing that was in the main...
Huh?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
Do it, do it! Oh,
No,
I got the
it's wrong.
apostrophe.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
God damn it, Hero, you're useless.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
It's about time we heard from Monokuma.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
How dare you, Hifumi?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Jesus. Straight to it. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Here comes Kyoko. Last minute save.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Man, I'm being, like, they're grabbing me by the shirt collar and just ripping me into this game right now.
Well, to explain that,
I'm enthralled.
why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Can they do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Oh, yeah. I am definitely gonna play the second one. It's just a matter of time. Super enjoying this one. I hear the second one's also quite good. So it's gonna happen. One way or the other, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it one day, maybe next week. I'm gonna play it. I'm sorry. Let's head on. So before I knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was main hall. Crime scene.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
No, don't do it. You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
I would have been sure that Hifumi would be jumping at the opportunity to do this.
No way!
Oh, dude, come on.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Oh, man. Friggin' Sakura's just gonna crush it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Here we go. Her gentle hands. Touch it. Touch it.
Sakura.
Smell it. Kiss it.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
God, I almost forgot about Genocide Jill for a second.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Here she goes.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Ugh. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
Especially around the groinal region.
What? This is... What is this...
on Super Saiyan.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
She's even speaking like Vegeta now. Jesus. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah, I see.
There it is.
So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What?
The delayed reaction. Brilliant.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Oh, man.
I do
Things heating up.
apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Yep. Gibus was right the entire time. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
But then who? Who did it?
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
But this doesn't... Oh. Okay. But who did it? Who did it?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Not all of them.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Yep. I'm in. I'm in deep.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I
Yeah.
think he might not actually be the killer after all.
He was so weak and wimpy and meek and shit, so he got bullied all the time. After a while, he decided to change clothes and pretend to be female because he didn't want to hear, "You are a male, you are supposed to do blank." Nice.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
Do they actually fill in the blank there, Gibas? Or is it just left up to the imagination? I guess it's a spoiler or not.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Boys thing. Ah, okay. Yep, that makes sense. For some reason, my mind immediately jumped to the penis. I was like, boys thing? That's gotta be the penis, right?
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Oh, damn.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
But
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
But why?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Damn, why is he muddling up this?
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
No? I mean, maybe a little bit, but still.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Yep.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Damn, Kyoko. Kyoko #1.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Celeste #4. I'm sorry. #4 for Celeste.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Here
Our
we go.
lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it. So it has to be someone strong enough that can carry the weights. Then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy.
I got it!
Since the scene of the crime was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Oh, true. That limits the suspects there. Nice. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Shit. Does that mean it's Mondo? Ah, no, it better not be Mondo. Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but
Uh,
did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
Oh, missed
it's
it.
all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Oh my.
Yeah,
That's an old
no,
reference.
Not game over.
But it checks out. No, as a matter of fact, there's an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that. And so
Isn't
out
there
there.
a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues. Did nobody get a look?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some...
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Oh no. Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird's going on. Damn it.
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
Isn't there a single clue that, well,
Did nobody get?
I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at...
Yeah.
So, wasn't that
It's
one
over.
related to the next
You
one?
want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the...
Bam, got it.
No, that's wrong.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Jeez, just rope Celeste
Now
into
that
this.
you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
Alright, so even if it is Monday, as you say, I'd be interested to hear his motive. And the how. And the why. Why everything? There's so many questions I need answered.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
it seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
So what was Monday's secret?
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
I don't know what I
You
mean.
know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
No!
You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Can we?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Oh my.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Come on, Kirkus, lead us there.
Easy for you to say,
Lead us to the promised land.
but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Okay.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Alright. Why did he take that jacket? Why? Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Yeah, it is. Alright, Celeste's account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Yeah.
Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Oh shit.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
She's right. What he just said now is really odd. How did he know something like that? Taka.
First of all,
Hold up. Hold up. Jesus. Alright. Okay, I don't know how
he
we're
was
going to
on his way
contradict
to
him.
go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying, the
shit.
killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong.
Oh no.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
The same blue tracksuit as.
Huh? What'd I say?
What did he say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a blue track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed up to practice.
she never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh. Oh. Of course. I knew that.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Uh-oh.
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, Did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
No.
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Come on, they just had the best scene in the entire game together.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Oh no!
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Jesus, that's a scary image right there.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
It's in a duffel bag. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost as if she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Oh no.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Damn, Kyoko called him out.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
No, it's certainly not that one.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Jeez Louise.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Yeah, dude. Kyoko is bae.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
She's digging in the claws
Mondo,
now.
Was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
Tell us it's a lie, Mondo.
I didn't kill anyone!
I believe him. I believe him. Let him go.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Yeah.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
But are we?
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really?
What's he got?
What kind of evidence?
What's he got?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Spit it out.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to...
I got it!
Chihiro?
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Yep.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Should it?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
That's weird. Why are Leon's and Chihiro's ones? Unless it's Mondo's, because he's the blackened, and the blackened one's e-books don't turn on. Maybe.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Yep.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
There's only one possible explanation.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
We remember everything, Monokuma.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Yeah, get him, Kyoko.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Huh. That's not what I was expecting.
I flippin' knew it!
Just as the incinerator.
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Man, that's more information about saunas than I expected. I was gonna say 200 degrees is is quite a lot in Celsius.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Monokuma should have his own daytime TV program specifically for kids. Jesus, how messed up would they be after a year of that?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Ah.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was... That's Taka. No, it certainly wasn't me, but I mean... Wait, what? Was it? I'm sure it was Taka that was wearing all his clothes. I guess, it must have been Mondo. Shit. Sugar. You seem awfully rattled, Taka. Could it be you know who it actually was? In that case, there's really only one person left who it could have been.
Shoot!
Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. I'm a frickin' idiot. Who might have brought the handbook into the sauna? It was... So creepy. I could have sworn it was Taka who wore all the clothes though.
Here's my answer. Mondo,
yeah.
Your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Who could forget such loving times?
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Of course! Ah, you're so wise, Giebus.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. Did I? I don't like it when he puts words in my mouth. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's handbook, card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Okay. I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I can just prove that, then I will show the handbook Mondo has must actually be...
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Oh, missed it.
See? Makoto was wrong after Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Huh. I'm not a fan of these
Test Makoto's
triple
assertion.
bullet.
If what he says is correct, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, If Mondo's handbook is actually, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Do it, do it! I rebuffed!
See?
I got
Look!
rebuffed!
Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
God damn it. I'm so bad at
Let's
these things.
test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says,
You broke your own handbook.
in other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that what
Alright, here we go, here we
Well,
go.
my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Bam! Got him!
No, that's wrong.
And got the right bullet as well.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm with you now.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Of course not. You're so foolish, Sheena.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Yep.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong!
Yeah, come on, Mondo. Tell us that we're wrong.
You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Oh, is it comic time? Closing argument begin. Oh, Jesus. Alright, this one's a bit rougher. Like, holy shit. Okay. Alright, so I got none of those. Alright, let's start at the very beginning. Okay, so she's packing up the tracksuit. Then Celeste saw it. So I think we can put that one there. It's got Celeste's finger in there. She then shoved it, went in, logged into the boys' room. Need that one there, that one there. Said hey to Mondo. Came in, put that in, put the locker in. Then what happens? I'm guessing he lifted it first and then hit her. Okay, next thing would have happened. Alright, I'm tossing up between the dumbbells here and the bloody, like, that one might go in there. I think that's probably the best one, best fit. When it hits her, falls down, while on the ground, standing over her, falls up the carpet. Takes down the pitcher, picks her up, I guess changes to the girls' room, goes in. Something's not making sense here. Puts it down. There. Then Yakuya comes in. Here's the frickin' that ties her up. Does what? Ah, that? Okay. Alright, we haven't put out the poster, so maybe that's this one here. Maybe. Okay, then last but not least, opens up the door, throws this on the ground in the sauna. What do we think? Are we feeling good? There's definitely some parts I'm not feeling great about here. Like, I feel like this one here could probably be this one. But outside that,
the
let's
killer
do it.
is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
There it is.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Come on.
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Damn it. Alright, that one must be there. Oh, no, that one's there. Okay.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed... She made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently...
Ah! Okay. That must be that one. Huh. Oh man, I don't know about the rest of this.
Here's exactly what happened.
Alright, we're doing it. Go on.
With bag in hand, Chihiro... She made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently...
Bam. Double bam.
Simple. Because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
What you reckon, Givas? Is this the one?
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Have we got it?
And attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
But how did he get into the girls' locker room? He shouldn't have been able to, right? That's one little detail that's being left out here.
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course.
I mean, not entirely left out, but...
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Man, I think I got it.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
But why? But why? Man, like, even after this trial, the status quo of the group's just gonna be completely gone. It's gonna be so interesting. Oh shit. Okay. I need to rearrange segments. Jeez.
Here's exactly what happened.
I think. Fuck. What? Shit. Okay, I don't have one attempt left. Emma, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 options. 5 options, of which we've used that one and that one. So, can't be the dumbbell. Don't think it can be that. So, I think it has to be this one by process of elimination. Could these be swapped around? Possibly. It's like he found that, threw it into the sauna. Damn, dude. This is a tough one. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Because we got the dumbbell, the sauna, the door. Key card. And the key card on the floor, sauna. So this, like, it could be this one. This one could be here. Dumbbell it can't be. Yeah. This one probably can't be. So it's between these three. And just like which one goes where. Do you have any ideas? I don't know about this one. But then I don't know about this one either, being here. Give me a couple more seconds, and we'll try it. Alright. Does anyone have any ideas? We're gonna go. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Ah! Fingers crossed, everyone.
Here's exactly what happened.
No! Oh no! Wait a second.
Right.
Yeah, of course we will.
I refuse to give up yet.
God. We'll never give up. Never surrender. Oh man. Must have been the sauna, right? Alright. Oops. Wait, I don't remember some of these. I should have remembered them. Like, that would have been a smart thing to do. Alright. Let's do the obvious ones first. That I can remember. Bam. Alright, Act 5 was where we completely missed it, the point. Okay. At what point did he take down the... That's right. It was goes here. He did the bloodlust. Ah, and once he picked... That one went there, then he went to the girls. Okay. That was the one there. Okay. Okay. Man, it's very generous with the amount of time it gives you to do these. It must be the sauna. Sauna there. And then I think close door. Well, that one.
The killer is you! First,
Alright.
last
I've been
night
through all
at
this
the
before,
time,
so I'll just skip it until we get to Act 5.
that's...
These comics are getting super long, by the way.
With bad... But how could the victim, who...
Because she was a he.
Simple, which is... Once in... It seemed... And it... And that's where the blood stain... It was like...
Oh.
Which is then... And finally, a girl's with this... After all, it's using one of the... And that's exactly what the carpet and the
And the music in this game is pretty funky.
They
Really
changed
enjoying
the...
it. Really wouldn't enjoy this game as much without the
That
funky
could
music.
have been the Yakuya just...
Even though I'm a sucker for a good story.
So, he went... He used...
I still don't know why. I
then
need to
he
know.
wanted to create the illusion...
Oh, there it is. Got the
And
song.
around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
Booyah!
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna, and the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Wait! No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Dude, you guys just shared a sauna together. It's not like you're lovers or anything. Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. Alright, let's talk about Fever Time and Nega Time. If you press the RB button, Fever Time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push AY however you want to destroy your opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access the special time, right? So we've also prepared something called Nega Time, which your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, the tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher for you to hit buttons in rhythm. Okay. If you were to activate fever time at this point... No, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I'm worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, that won't affect us. Good luck and have fun. Alright, here we go.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False!
Okay.
Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote!
Oh, I missed that.
Show me some evidence!
This should prove it!
No, Taka, baby!
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Oh shit. How did I get an A? How? I failed 2 things. That should not happen.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
No, tell us your motive.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Mondo!
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Ah, damn it, Mondo. Why is it gotta be Mondo?
What?
I got it right. It's Mondo. Dude, I've been yanking my lever before. Well, I'm not gonna finish that. Nope. Changing subject. Mondo's gone. Poor old Mondo. Yes, is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Awada.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to a danger zone, Mr. Maru. You need to be more careful.
What?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way he could kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so let me explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of 2 men.
Ha!
Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast. No, we don't want it. We don't want to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like this as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young woman. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask somebody's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep his secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him to become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support could he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? What did he... You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Mondo! Oh, god damn it. That hit me in the feels. That hit me right in the feels. Oh, okay. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men they'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then, Mondo did all of that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what I did, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? Jesus. He killed his own brother. Mondo. The ultimate bikie gang leader makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Awara. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he intimidated him in everything he did. Imitated, not intimidated, imitated, sorry. Mondo was the epitome of a starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over from Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All they'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why
I just...
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me!
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid's brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. "Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's your team. And 'cause it's the team, you and me, put it together. It's a promise between men." He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he would never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and killed himself. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. And yet, as soon as the killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling who could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with all kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness, it turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in the stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because I mean, you've kept your secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
Ah, okay. Be strong. If not for yourself, for the chat. I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might have told us?
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What? What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret.
Huh?
Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy, it broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
No, I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admired you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand. I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see a hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead. Say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say. But unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Jesus. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The black and disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Awada, the ultimate bikie gang leader. No. Wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh god, here we go. Oh, how bad is it gonna be? The cage of death. I really like Monokuma with that hairstyle. Mondo butter. What? What just happened? That was weird, man. After the first one, I was expecting something a little bit more gruesome. But Mondo butter is pretty great. Laugh at death, and your soul will be forever at peace. It can't be. My brother. 2 times the fat. Nice. It'd be good if he like served it up for breakfast the next morning. Ugh. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Ataka's sad screams invaded our skulls. We were each forced to realize once again. But he of course had to. What a disappointment. This the end of the game? Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except that...
However...
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule as well. The rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I had seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew the culprit from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene?
But
damn, if we hadn't have figured out if we had done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. But of course, Yakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become the Blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Alright, Kyoko and Tagami, they're like two sides of a coin, where Kyoko's like the good version, Tagami's the evil version. It's pretty cool. And then you have Celeste, who's like chaotic neutral, if you use D&D terms. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask you, Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. Yeah. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean?
Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every stupid little thing. Whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting!
The noble son of a noble family, truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I achieve complete victory, you're up next. I'm gonna find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
For which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Oh, so cool. That's like the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
Jesus, what's this going on here?
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Huh?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
The end. There's 10 left. Or 11, I guess, because there's that 16th one. Yeah. Yeah, of course we do. Alright. Bam! Dudes and dudettes. That's me. I'm gonna call it a night there. Mainly because I'm starving. Haven't put on dinner, so it's gonna be at least another 45 minutes before I eat. But thanks for joining us. Pleasure as always. If you like what you witnessed, chuck us a follow because you want to find out when the next time is. It will be tomorrow. But you can keep in touch with us by following or sending us a tweet or email, whatever you want to do. And hopefully we'll catch you next time. So, have a good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are. Have a good something. And we'll hopefully catch you next time.